Hey guys, welcome back to those of you who subbed. And if you're new here, welcome to Parabellum, a channel that's basically about guns. Before we get started, I would like to say thank you to all of you guys who subbed to my channel, liked, commented on last videos that I've posted. It really means a lot to me. I'm an average guy that just loves guns, and to be honest with you, this is more of an outlet for me. I only have about, 2 friends with whom I can discuss this type of things because they're into it as well, but that's about it. So to be able to post things like this on this platform and, get a response and people actually vibing with, what I'm talking about, or, asking questions and things like that, just being able to connect with people because we share the same interest, it means a lot to me. So I do not take that for granted. I truly appreciate you guys, and I'm hoping that you're having a great start of the year here. All right, with that out of the way, today I'm back again with a review of the PDP after 1,000 rounds. Before we get started, we'll make YouTube happy. See that right there? It's clear. Lock it. It's clear. No round in the chamber. We're good. Pull the trigger. Nothing happened. All clear. Good. If you haven't watched my first review on the PDP, I would link it or add it somewhere in the pop-up thingy. But, get through this video and then you can get to that one later. Initially, the gun was very snappy for its size and compared to other guns in this category. So I had to do some things to actually make it more pleasant to shoot for me. So the 2 things that I covered in the previous video was changing the guide rod, putting a stainless steel one, and adding this light at the front. At the range, I honestly noticed a huge difference. And I'm gonna put in a video here, some footage of me at the range shooting. And you'll see how more controllable the firearm is compared to my very first trip at the range with this. So my experience, it has been great so far. I don't see anything else that I can complain about, honestly. It's very reliable, 1,000 rounds without a single malfunction. I mean, we've reached the point where this is kind of like expected from, reputable firearm companies. So I would give Walther the thumbs up there, and I would even recommend this for those that are still on the fence or not sure if they can trust this brand. Is it really that good? Yes, it is, but you may have to do some work on it, especially if you used to shooting firearms that are more stable, less snappy. You'll definitely notice a difference. As a matter of fact, at the range, what I did today, I shot it next to a VP9. If you know me, you know I love the HK VP9. It's, it's one of my dream guns. I just gotta have it. But amazingly, with this being set up this way, it was more controllable than a VP9. It even made me question if I really wanted it. The texturing on this is by far better than what you get on the VP9. It was cold today, and my hands were pretty dry, so at the range I could feel the VP9 move in my hands because they were super dry and it was cold, and so my grip wasn't the best. And the sleek surface of the VP9, I mean, they do have some little texturing, but it wasn't as grippy as this. So another thumbs up to Walther for coming up with this design here. It really does help. Dry hands, wet, bloody, whatever you want. You can get a good grip on this and it stays in place. It does not move, or you don't find yourself always having to milk that grip to have a good handle on the firearm. It's pretty good and pretty stable the way it is. I still love the finger grooves on the HK VP9, but I wish it had this texturing on it. Overall, I'm really loving this. You can put a McDonald's sign somewhere here, whatever. I don't see how it's gonna replace my P10C, but this may actually be considered in my rotation for winter carry, but outside of the waistband. No brainer. I trust this thing. It works every time. And the trigger, one thing about the trigger that I noticed is, and this is pretty much with all firearms, if you pay close attention, you'll notice that while at the range as you're shooting, the warmer the firearm is getting, the lighter the trigger pull feels. And man, when I tell you, when this thing gets even lighter than it is right now, my goodness, I'm not gonna say it's like a 1911, that's blasphemy, but it's not very far. Like, it gets very, very crisp. Like the little whatever springy or sponginess that you feel with most triggers. Listen, if the same thing can happen with my Springfield Hellcat Pro, imagine what this is when it's like warmed up and ready to go. It just becomes so light. I even got caught off guard. I let one round off without expecting it, or without the intention to. And that's how light the trigger got. But overall, it was fun. I know my previous review may have sounded like I was asking people to stay away or run away, but this is, if you're into the looks, and trust me, the serration works. Next to the VP9, I mean, press checking like this, I really had to press my fingers against the slide to get a good grip on it, and then press check. But with this, I mean, watch this. This is just with, of course, with the lighter spring that I have in there, you know, you can do that, but this, it is that grippy. And overall, great design. Another thing that I've noticed while at the range, I've seen it happen before, but I wasn't sure, so I didn't want to talk about it in the first video. But this also does that auto slide forward when reloading with a fully loaded mag. I even tried with just a single round. It actually worked, but it doesn't work all the time. I'll put in some footage here so you can see, but it's only going to be footage of, you know, when it worked. I would say it's a real 50-50 thing, where sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but you do get that with this firearm. But I do feel bad about slamming this. I don't know why, compared to like my CZ. It just feels more, there's more authority. And when you slam it, and kind of like the feedback you get from slamming the magazine into place compared to this, I feel like I'm might be messing up some things, you know, internally, or damaging maybe the base plates here. So I don't want to do that too much here. I don't feel that confident here, especially since it doesn't work all the time. So just something that I wanted to put out there for those of you who are curious. That's pretty much it. 1,000 rounds, not a single malfunction, runs great. I can shoot it pretty fast. It's accurate. I was shooting a 6-inch plate at 50 meter. Tried like 5 rounds. That was towards the end of my range trip. I was getting tired, but I was able to get a solid group. As a matter of fact, I felt like I was shooting terribly, and I was still within those 6 inches. All I need to do is now find a holster for it, outside the waistband holster that can house this Inforce Walther 2. I was looking at, I think there's a company, they call Odin holsters. I hope I'm not butchering their name, but if I am, sorry. You know, send me a holster and, you know, we'll make up. But anyways, I think I might go with them, but I have a few questions I need to ask them first, because I need to be able to run that holster with the whole QLS, the Safariland QLS thingy. All right, so thank you guys again for taking the time to sit through this with me. I appreciate you guys. For those of you returning to the channel, thank you. Please feel free to drop a comment, your opinion, something that I may have missed, not covered, or whatever about the PDP that you would like to get my opinion on. That would be great. For those of you who are new to the channel, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing this video, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. What can I improve on as far as like my reviews? This is pretty brand new to me, so I'm just going with the flow, honestly. These are things that I think about, I share with my friends, and then I was like, why not just have a YouTube channel where I can take this conversation, you know, past these two people. that I talk to all the time about guns. I will be reviewing my FN 509 Tactical next, so stay tuned for that one. That review is spicy. Boy, I can't wait. That might be a long one. There's a long story with that gun. But anyways, take care, guys. Stay safe, train hard, train smart, and God bless. I'm out. Oh wait, I gotta take these out.